All right, what's going on, guys? Another day in paradise. So I want to go over this whole white mom biracial debate again. Going over it again, and possibly again in the future. We'll see. But saw this over on TikTok. This is definitely a live stream worthy conversation. So I'm going to play this clip, give my commentary, and then go over to her TikTok page on the video and check out some of the comments. Because this has been like a trending topic over on TikTok for a few years now. This whole like white mom biracial thing. My whole thing is I don't understand if you're a if you're a biracial with a white mom, why do you even deal with these people who've clearly laid it out that they're your enemy, that they're suspicious of you, they don't like you? I'm just surprised. And I see some of these people, yeah, they got white moms, and it's like, and they have nowhere to go because they're losers, and they feel like it's an easier route to just go to the black route. But what their only ticket there, their meal ticket, is to become a baby mama. Let's be real, because I don't see the males doing this shit. The males know they just got to work, be successful. A lot of the guys I see, the mulattoes, the biracial guys, they got a white mom. They'll get like a white partner. They'll get a Latina partner, and they're good. They're not tripping. Or in some cases, yeah, they'll get a black partner for sure. They're good. But yeah, it's a very interesting dynamic that I see right in front of me. Let me play this clip and I'll provide my commentary with it.
This is how white moms use their biracial children to invalidate black people, black.
She said, "This is how white moms use their biracial children to invalidate black people." So, do you want to guess what type of biracial you're looking at on the screen? Saying white moms using kids to bypass us, to diminish our experience to a narrative versus a reality. And the comment here, it's going to be kind of probably hard for you guys to see. It says my three kids are biracial and half black, half white. That's exactly how we teach them. They were neither black nor white. Yeah, so it's probably a white woman who's teaching her children to be balanced, be mixed, be biracial, right? This person doesn't like that. This is a black identified, right? So, and it's the anti-white woman kind of angle they're going with within the racist black American community. I'm not saying all, but I'm saying like you'll see these pro blacks on the internet and they'll show their ass. I mean, we've been collecting data and receipts from these savages for long enough. They'll eventually show their ass, right? They'll be able to try to hide it and pretend, and they'll project it onto you, but then we'll just show the receipts. It's like, oh, wait a second. They're anti-white women. They're anti-mulatto. Okay, we already know what we're dealing with, right? So they've been doing this for a minute now, and they've been very comfortable. They're not used to you guys having a voice and clapping back, right? When you got a guy like me, when I use my voice, I clap back. Remember, I'm the bad guy, right?
Biracial people. Aside from the fact that you're literally in the presence of a multitude of biracial people and you've chosen what biracial people should or shouldn't do, is exactly why I question the intention. You, as a white person, period, have no dictation over, well, actually anything or how anyone.
She's saying her as a white person has no dictation over anything or anybody. But you look at the woman on the screen. This doesn't look like a Bantu, does it, guys? I mean, if she would step foot on in any country on the African continent, they'd call her white. I can tell she hasn't been Africa. Like clearly, you look at her like she doesn't look black. So what's her whole deal? Why is she taking this angle? Because that's popular on TikTok. The sample, the demographic that's the users on that app, majority black female. So that's why. I mean, that's who's over there. So and for her, she can grow her little platform, just kissing their butt, talking crap about, white women. All right. The beauty standard. Okay. And and I'm looking at her like this lady is half white. What the fuck? Like you look at her, she doesn't look black to me. But she has to spout this rhetoric in order to gain like a safety net and security. amongst the group she's trying to pander to because they're cannibals. They'll eat her alive if she gets out of line. And they know it. These biracials, they know it. They got to toe the line. As soon as they get out of pocket, the Bantus are going to eat her alive. So she's got to keep feeding them, giving them fuel, telling them, oh, it's that white woman and that white woman's biracial kids, right? Because look at the picture here. Look at her. She doesn't look black. She looks literally 60% non-black. Who is she fooling? Trying to talk this liberal social justice warrior pro dark skin bullshit. Are you guys still buying into this 2025? You better not be a mulatto man, a biracial man buying into this shit. You better not be. And let me find you out. If you're some fucking hood rat, some hoe, okay, I get it. You're lost. But if you're a dude, if you're a man, you're a biracial man, you have some integrity, and you're still buying into this shit, man, don't let me find you. You got some issues.
One chooses to identify, but your push to make biracial children say that they're both when I don't identify as both.
She doesn't identify as both. Well, that's your problem, sis. Okay, maybe because your white daddy was never there. That's on you. See, I'm a mulatto man, biracial man, white mother, black father. I identify as the fusion of both, making a whole, entirely independent entity that can be self sustaining, which is mulatto. I have a black father. I love my black family, my heritage from that side. I'm proud of my African heritage. And I'm also proud of my white mother and my white family and my European heritage. I encompass that, both the balance. So I claim both. That's the difference right away, right now, from me and her. What's her deal? Where's her white daddy at? We should ask that question. Because why is it she's like, she doesn't claim both? Well, that's on you. You're confused. How is it that we're looking at you? If we plant you in Zimbabwe, it's like, well, I'm an American. I'm not going to Africa. Okay, we'll plant you in Detroit, whatever. You're going to be the minority amongst them, you know? Yeah, you'll have a couple of your little yellow bones or whatever. Yeah, you're going to be the minority amongst them. Okay, in the community. You people are the minority. I don't know why you try to fool yourselves. You jump on social media acting like you guys have a big voice and shit. You know, you little black identified mixed people. You guys are the minority amongst them. So you guys keep trying to play this game like your voice is so important. You got to toe the line and keep fueling them.
I don't identify as both. I'm sorry, I don't. And that somehow the new generation, the stuff's the same. You guys are
She says new generation. I don't know. She's not that much older than me. I'm a millennial, mid 30s. She's like around my age. I don't know. She's talking about the Z's or something. I don't get it. You don't identify as both. You only identify as black. Okay, good for you. I mean, you probably got a black baby daddy and you never knew your daddy, your white daddy. Okay, good for you. That's just sounds like some loser struggle shit to me. Like, I have no tolerance for this type of foolishness. When I jump on social media trying to throw us under the bus, our parents under the bus, we're supposed to be nice. See, and they try to police us. And you got some of these people, okay, they'll come up in here and try to police. Oh, well, they're, I get a kick out of it, especially these, how do I want to phrase this? I just get a kick out of people try to tell me like how to the police or we got to be sensible or think this. No, 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 no. Somebody's got to correct these type of folks like this out here who run up in here with this anti-white mom biracial talk. Who else is challenging these people? Nobody else. But when you challenge them, all of a sudden, it's you that's the problem, not them. It's yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. In the future, I'll probably dig into somebody's ass because I'm not gonna put up with any of you people, your bullshit. I'm not saying this individual, particularly this content creator, whatever, her little TikTok video. I don't give a shit. It's some of these knucklehead biracials behind the scenes who act like they're gonna message me or tell me that they don't like my tone or blah blah. It's like, look, you need to get your weight up. You need to create a platform. Go put some videos out there. Speak your piece. But don't come up to me and tell me, no, 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 because I'll deal with you.
still imposing yourselves onto us. Don't you think it should be the black biracial children who
Black biracial. They use that term. Remember, these are the black identified people who hate the fact that they're half white in a racialized society. That's what you hear, that black biracial. There's a page I know on TikTok. They follow me. I don't follow them. And they're like mixed blacks. That's their channel name. So I give them a free plug, whatever. But it's like I'm thinking they're like mixed blacks. Like it's just some black identified bullshit. It's like this whole thing. If you're light skinned black, to me, like yeah, you're just black. You're still using the black label, right? Why don't you develop something new? I have at least some respect for like a Caesar Cannon guy because he didn't develop. It was actually what's her name? Um, uh, her name was LSP, the artist. She's an artist, a Gen X lady. She's got freckles, LSP, and she's like light skin, whatever. She coined the term golden. So I respect her. And then Caesar Cannon as well. Like I said, they developed the whole kind of golden kind of concept. I respect that, but they were stuck on the skin color thing. They didn't go into like the heritage or culture. That's where they kind of fucked up. That's why they kind of left it alone. And it's basically the golden thing is nothing. I don't know, like this whole golden sphere thing, that thing is done. It's been done for 3 fucking years. I don't hashtag golden sphere or none of that crap. I did like for like what, a few weeks when I first heard of it. And after, you know, Caesar Cannon tried to act tough and flashed his little pistol, I was like, I can't hashtag this shit. You got these ghetto people co-signing hood rats and baby mamas and shit. I'm done with you people. I don't want to part of that culture. So like I haven't, it's funny because then you got these trolls out here with the golden sphere, golden sphere. I'm not a part of that shit. I haven't been a part of it 3 years, but it's like you got some of these weird, creepy, sex deviant trolls who are like, they're more obsessed with the golden sphere than anybody else. Nobody's claiming that shit. They're like living in the past. But what I want to go back and say is that I do respect the fact that at least with like a Caesar Cannon or an LSP lady, where it's like they developed a concept of golden or embrace that concept where it's independent from black, what's considered black. Because in black, in African American context, it's pro dark skin and dark skinned female, period. And the males, they're basically simp enforcers, subordinates to the matriarchy, to the females, period, in the United States. So when they say black, it's pro dark skin female, period. And then dark skinned males, they are also uplifted if they uplift the black female. So for you light skinned motherfuckers, like I don't know, and then they say light skinned black. Well, you say you're black, you're still black to me, as far as I'm concerned. I'm mulatto, but what I say is with the golden people, at least they said the golden, it was kind of something different. And I acknowledged that, but we kind of, those of us who are in the know, who have been around for a minute, we know how that kind of turned out. You had too many like pretenders, fakers, and people pretending to be mixed and pretending to be golden. They're blacker than fucking the Black Panther, acting like they're light skinned. It's just, and it's still going on right now. They always redefine what light skin is, but the fact is you identify as black, and yeah, I'm not interested. Okay. And that's what we're seeing with this individual. This person literally looks like half white. I'm guessing she has a white daddy, just the way she's talking, throwing white women under the bus. And then like trying to gain sympathy points, whatever points from Blackistan on TikTok. It's like something's going on there.
decide how this goes?
That's it. Let's go over to her TikTok and then see what some of the comments are. Let me queue up the video right now, and then I'll go into some of her comments. Okay. Yeah, let me share my screen for you guys. I wanted to upload the clip here because like on as you can see here, you guys can see it. Yeah, on TikTok, like it doesn't let me, if I share it from like the desktop, which I'm using now, I can't like pause the video, or at least I don't know how to at the moment. So whatever. So let's just check out some of the comments because you have a lot of these crazy people in the comments co-signing what she's saying. This bird, We can use that term. This bird like chirping, whatever. She puts, I got so lucky with my white mom. I was raised black and identify as black. Oh, you're so lucky. A day ago. And you look at her, and again, she doesn't look black. Like, but you see so many of that. Am I going to try to convince this lady that you're mixed? No, I don't give a shit. Go find a black dude. Go become a baby mama. Have a good day. I'm not trying to convince you people. Like, I have respect for people like say biracial awareness, and who else is there? Richard Miles, and there's unapologetically biracial and proud. There's a few of them. You guys that are probably listening, tuning in, like they're on these social media platforms on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok and all this stuff, and like they're like going into the comments and like replying to people and fight. Like they got way more energy than me because I don't have. I just usually just I'll go back and forth for a minute. I might get bored, and I usually block people. To be honest with you, if I get bored, depending on the person, if they get out of line or whatever. But for them, like some of these biracial mulatto people, like they'll like really go back and forth with some of these people in the comments. I don't have that energy. I'm not trying to convince any of these people that they're mixed and they're not really black. Like I'm not trying to question their logic. To me, I see this lady here, Haven. It's like I got so lucky with my white mom. Her white mom raised her to be black and identifies black. I'm like, thank God. Have fun. Have fun because I shared on my community post earlier. Maybe let me just pull that up right now, where it's like when I see you people, man, when you're a fucking baby mama by one of these broke ass black dudes and like you're struggling and shit out here, do you think I'm gonna sit here and try to convince your dumbass that you're biracial? I don't give a fuck what you call yourself. If you identify with them, you need to go over there with them and beg them for cash apps and super chats. Don't bring your ass over here to my channel. I put right here, no sympathy for the black identified biracials, none. And I found this was actually Biracial Voice. Shout out to them who I saw this earlier today. They posted this. So I'm just sharing what they posted. He put, when the black community reminds you that you are biracial mix, not black, and you just cut off your white family and friends. It's kind of like the woman you see on the screen or the TikTok video earlier. I don't identify as both. I just identify as black, right? She's cutting off all her white friends and white family. But then blacks turn on her ass like they did with Drake, right? Or Amber Rose or Sage Steele, you name it. They turn on Sage Steele because she doesn't have a black baby daddy, right? That's when they turn on the mulattoes, like a Holly Berry or you name it, Doja Cat, because Doja Cat publicly expressed she likes white guys. They turned on her. The males did, right? Not necessarily the females, but that's how they are. When they can't bastardize you and conquer you, then they hate you. That's what with Drake. Drake is conquering all the fucking Bantus in hip hop. That's why they hate him. They can't beat him. So they hate him. That's how it is. That's how it works. You mulattoes better wake up and smell the coffee. So when I see this post here, I'm looking at her. I have no sympathy for this. You're gonna cry and shit. Oh, the blacks are gonna remind you don't look like them. Okay, yeah. Well, you know, go cry to your baby daddy Tyrone. Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna convince you of anything. Like I'm done with all that shit. Like I said, some of these other mulattoes will sit there and like try to tell me, hey, help me out in the comments, help me out. Yeah, I'll post a couple comments. That's it. I got other shit to do, man. Like, I don't give a damn about these people. If they haven't figured it out yet, because they're right people, they end up finding me. Like Emily finds my channel. Michigan Mulatto finds my channel. Mulatto Mindset. These people, they find my channel. These mulattoes who are mulatto identified. So the mulattoes who are mulatto identified, they find my channel. I'm good. Even the other cat, the real mulatto. I think he's the cat's out in New York and stuff. So like these mulattoes find my channel. I'm good. Like the ones who identify as mulatto, they find my channel. I'm good. These like confused motherfuckers who want to fit in with Blackistan, I don't give a shit about them. I'm not going to sit there and negotiate or reason with them. I'm not going to waste my time. I don't care. Just once you become a baby mama and the blacks turn on your ass, I'm just going to be sitting back laughing. That's it. I don't care. I have no responsibility to educate you or anything. I don't care. You found your home, your place. Have fun. And then this person, Annette, Putin inputs, I don't think people are opposing anything on or imposing anything on biracial children, nor are these parents invalidating anyone. Not wanting to say that you're more than one race is your choice, but you are. And aren't you invalidating half your family? Yeah, she's invalidating half her family. Because you look at her, she doesn't look black at all. She's tripping. She's confusing herself, and black people will play along with her because they can trick her because she could be another one of these mulatto mules, these foot soldiers for the Afrocentrics, which all the Afrocentrics want is proximity to whiteness. And they want to use mulattoes as a bridge, as a stepping stool to get closer to their white massa. That's all it's ever been historically. And sadly, these mulattoes, they'll gladly do that just for membership access to belong. But what do you get? Are you getting money? Like, are they paying you? No. You just get to dance to a couple stupid songs and act like you're cool, pretend, fake pretend. You know, these people are fake as fuck, man. They'll act like they're a friend, then they'll stab you in the back. It's just very pathetic and sad. Invalidating me by the thousands, good on you. Whatever. Race is a social construct based off phenotype. Yeah, typical. See, race is only a social construct in their terms, but you go to their profile, they'll be like black queen and African this, melanated that. But when they're talking to a non-black person, they'll tell them race doesn't exist. It's social. That's how these people are. You can say both, but in whatever the visible dominant side, and this is the Afrocentric stuff, visible dominant is what they're going to have to navigate through society. The thing is, look, visible dominant, I'm telling you, I'm looking at her. She doesn't look Bantu African. Her facial symmetry is European. Her hair texture is more European. It's not even African. She doesn't have an afro. She has her hair in a bun. Her hair is more straight than it is curly. What the hell? Light skin. She's like a tanned European. Let's be real, guys. I'm telling you right now, in Africa, they would all consider her white. So when she's saying visible dominant, she's the Bantu features black is not dominant. They pull that crap just to give themselves an ego boost. They're not dominant. They can't be dominant and crying racism every 24/7. You know, they can't. No, she is not. I have a white mother. I am a black woman. You see, and she's a doctor. You got all these types over on TikTok, man. That's why my whole job, I'm not trying to proselytize or I don't give a damn. I rather you people block me and be angry or disgusted with me. That's my whole point. This is not for everybody. This is ultra exclusive. I love the fact that there's a high level of exclusivity over here with this Mulatto Vanguard project. I am not trying to get all you motherfuckers over here. I'm not. That's not the goal. Quality over quantity. I don't care. The right people show up. That's all that matters. Yeah, but this is a doctor here talking about she's got a white mom. So she came out of the womb of a white woman, but she is a black woman, according to her. She's black. If you're 50% white and you have a white mom, you came out of the womb, your incubation out of a white woman, if that makes you black, what the hell does black mean? That's the thing. These people can never define what black is. If they're going to allow a mulatto woman who's confused with a white mom to run up in their spaces and say, I got a white mom, but I'm a black woman. If black women don't check her ass, they allow her to say this crap. You see, they can't even define what black is. It's very sad, pitiful, and pathetic. My mother has the sense to know that she isn't being written out of my existence because I identify as black. I am black, black, black. She's got to emphasize that. And you look at her picture. No, you're not black. Look at her hair. Look at her skin tone. Yeah. Just because you got a baby, you're a baby mama from black dudes and you got to, your black baby, your black baby daddy doesn't make you black. I don't know. You chicks keep trying this shit. You're just really pathetic. You are exactly the type of white mother that doesn't listen and will not stop centering yourselves in this, right? The thing is, with a lot of them, they got mommy issues. Let's be real. And they got mommy issues. They never met their black daddy. So they run to the first dark skinned guy they can find to try to fill that void because they want to be black. There's something missing in their life, right? But ultimately, yeah, they got mommy issues, man. There's so many of these women. I'm not going to name drop or name names, but I've seen so many doing this type of like material on social media, and they identify as black, they got mommy issues. They don't even talk to their white mom, man. And that's where that resentment comes from. I'm curious to find out how white dads approach their biracial child's racial identity in comparison to white women. I'm curious. Yeah, nobody cares what you think, boy. Fuck out of here. We're moving on. But you are both. You aren't fully black nor fully white. What is a bad thing? I hit the like button. It's a white woman. Yeah, she's right. You're both. You had a white parent and a black parent. What the hell? You're not. And then she gets what, more replies than she does likes. And look at this racist black piece of fucking shit. Look what they put. Karen why are you addressing her as Karen? Her name is Dawn. It says right here, Dawn Michelle. That's this white lady's name. But this racist black piece of fucking shit is gonna address her by Karen. So I told you, these racist fucking blacks are always gonna show their ass, right? She says, Karen, race isn't genetic. There's no such thing as half a social construct. And of course, the idiot here in the video, she liked it, the comment, and she puts biracial it is. Yeah, it is biracial. Let me hit that like there. There we go. But yeah, this dumb piece of shit, E Weezy, yeah. And says that diva. She's a diva, she's a queen, and she's a baby mama. And look at it, I said, making black their whole personality. Remember, I told you these savages, they're always going to use their projection onto you. They're going to try to shame a mulatto or a mixed person, saying, you make mixed your whole personality, but you analyze the dumb savage. They make black their whole personality. Look at how in her bio, she says, minding my black ass business. You see that? They have t-shirts that says black excellence, black this, black that. They make black their whole personality, but then they'll turn it around and project it on a mixed person and try to say, you got a white mom, you make mixed your whole you see these savages. I have no patience for you creatures. I don't give a fuck any pussy biracial who doesn't like my tone. Log off, unsubscribe, unfollow. I don't want you over here. I'm going to eventually block your ass eventually in the future. Once I find you, you put a stupid fucking comment, I'm going to get your ass up out of here. I don't want you here because you're holding us back. And you see this? Yeah, Karen, race isn't genetic. See that? You got to check her ass. I'm a dude. This is a female. I'm just sitting there laughing. You're a dumb idiot. I don't care. Just use you for content. But this is the aggression they use, right? Yeah. Um. Yeah. So it puts here there's no such thing as half social construct. Race isn't genetic. It's not genetic. Yeah. Well, go tell that to the mulatto when she needs a bone marrow transplant. Okay. She's not going to rely on you on the Bantu. Okay. When she needs a bone marrow transplant, she's going to need another mulatto. So they can play all this fake crap. They have no logic and no science they're providing. Talk about race isn't genetic. It is genetic. Race is biological. Okay. You have matching blood type, matching genetics. Yeah. If you need a bone marrow transplant, you can't match with the Bantu. Okay. So yeah, you can play stupid all you want about social construct, but once it comes down to it, when you need that transplant surgery, yeah, then you're going to find out that you're different. You're different than them. And is another idiot. See, another stupid comment this idiot puts: biracial isn't a race. And again, a racist language, Karen. So the battle they're having is between black females and white females, and they're weaponizing biracials. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have these black women who are weaponizing their biracial children against white women, and then white women's biracial children. That's what I'm seeing on social media. And I find their voices are more amplified and more promoted versus a guy like me. I'm looking at it like, to me, if you have a black mom or a white mom, you identify as mulatto, you're a part of our tribe. Like, you're the same as us. Genetically, we in culturally heritage, we could all help each other. There's there's really no difference. There might be some nuances, but yeah, of course, that's just basically environment where you grew up at, in the country, not even this country, other countries, whether in the UK, Brazil, yeah, there's nuances there as far as culturally, but as far as your parentage configuration, that is such a minor issue. People try to make it seem like it's more so an issue. It's really not. It's just be black people are weaponizing biracial people against the rest of us. That's what it is. That's why you see how she's so bold, this black in the comment, calling this white woman a Karen. See, that's what her real enemy, their animosity is towards white women, right? It's an identifier that tells you nothing about a person's actual race. This person an idiot. Yeah, you're biracial. Biracial meaning two races. I do find it hilarious that you went from disrespectful by calling me a Karen. See, when you see because she's a racist blacks, and these racist blacks never get called out, and then you got dumb pussy biracials trying to throw my name under the bus, like these two Canadian pussy trolls, where it's like they will side with Bantus to try to smear my name, right? Because they're that this is what it is. I was trying to tell a dude behind the scenes the other day about that. Where you're gonna have that. You're gonna have these biracials, these mulattoes. This one Canadian troll is not even mulatto or biracial. They're like some MGM. There's some other shit. They're not even verified. That's the thing I was saying. Another guy's comment. Look, if they're not on camera, they're not producing content on camera. The lady on the screen, she's on camera, right? I just produced a TikTok clip. I'm on camera today. Just produced a clip today, fresh. So it's like, look, if you're not even on camera, you're not a verified mulatto. I don't care. Your opinion is null and void. And thus, we look at your platform, we look at your numbers, your engagement. Yeah, it says a lot. Yeah, you need to be on camera. Okay, this is 2025. I don't know why you pussy mulattoes still want to hide out here like bitches, afraid of Bantus. They're openly racist towards you. And not only them, you have their masters. They're openly racist against you too. What do you have to lose? They're telling you they don't like you. They're telling you you're not like us, like they're doing with Drake. They're literally openly telling you they do not like you. You're biracial. You got a white mom. They're telling you that. Why are you still hiding? But for me, the whole thing is, look, we're not going to take you seriously. There's too many mulattoes out here now. I see today, 2025, that are on camera. They're cammed up. They're producing content. They're proud to be mulatto. It's just a wrap. For all you little avatar mulattoes, you better get your shit together. You better produce something that the rest of us can use. You better provide some knowledge, some information, something. Give us something instead of just acting like you're special and you want to hide. I'm done with all of it. I don't trust any of you guys. You're not on camera. You're not cammed up. You're not a verified mulatto. I'm saying this right now. I don't trust any of you motherfuckers. I'll be nice to you and cordial. That's cool. That's fine. But you do not have any relevance in mulatto affairs. Period. That's all the platforms. All of you, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all of you. If you don't have the balls to be a proud mulatto on camera stating your facts, why are we dealing with you? Why? Makes no sense. And these people are openly out here talking shit against you, and you still act like you got something to lose. Really, bro? Your little 50K a year annual salary job, you got something to lose, a reputation, really? For just speaking the facts? Really? You got something to lose? You people act like you're making like big buku bucks and shit. Like, oh, I'm afraid I don't want to camp. Okay. Yeah. I know there's a bisexual black fucking stalker who's stalking me and shit. I'm a dude though. I'm a dude. I got a lot of guns. I'm in a place where it's very gun friendly. And I train. So I'm good. I'm a dude. So it's like, and the whole thing is with this gay fruitcake, like his whole thing is he wants to get other people to hate on my ass. And he's specifically trying to get other mulattoes to hate on me, right? That's his whole saboteur campaign. Because his pussy ass ain't gonna do a damn thing, right? So his whole position is to get other people to hate on me. And that's typically what they're gonna do. But to me, it's like, well, you know, yeah, so Karen, racist and genetic. Yeah, I read that. Biracial it is, yeah. Biracial isn't a race. Karen. Yeah, look at this racist. See, that's the thing. It's all black female, white female. That's it. I do find it hilarious. I'm going to go back to where I was at. that you went from disrespectfully calling me a Karen when I was just stating facts. People of West African descent and Caucasian are from two different races, according to Alexa. I conferred with her on a definition of race just to be safe. And then the creator, this idiot, says, "You are a Karen. Stop imposing. This isn't DEI." Remember, this, I'm guarantee you this person, but where's her white dad at? Not there. Her mom was basically probably a trick. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they act like, well, biracial people with black moms, that they're so balanced and they're in tuned and rooted in their black identity. Okay, well, if you want to be black, good, but stay the fuck out of the biracial conversation. I don't know why you show up to the biracial conversation spreading the black bullshit, like what she's talking about. Like, if you identify as black, I look at the way you are, I don't even waste my time with you. Like, you have Michi X who's like that. She's got a black mom and a white dad. I think her white dad used to call her slurs and shit. And Michi X is just pro black, right? She just black identified. I don't make any videos about her. I don't care. I don't care. I don't claim her. She's not mulatto identified. I don't care. What's the issue? But why is this person like running her mouth about us? Because I don't really see any videos or viral clips or whatever of like Michi X talking about biracials. I don't really see that. She doesn't really talk about that much. So I'm kind of like suspicious. I see this type of person because it's the TikTok, the platform, where they just want to talk shit about white women and biracials. And I'm sitting there like, she calls her a Karen, her. But like I'm saying, I guarantee you her daddy's never been in the picture, never met her white daddy. She was raised by a black woman in the black hood, whatever. And so she has resentment towards white people and her father for not being there. That's it. And then again, this other person says, I could have said much worse. Oh, she's holding it back. You already, by calling her a Karen, not addressing her by her name, you already let us know what type of scumbag you are. Just, yeah. But I guess Alexa didn't explain that most African Americans are descended from both, yet we are black, not biracial. She's a black woman with a biracial identifier. The social construct of whiteness has never brought anything good for brown people. What are you, black or you brown? You confuse people. You're saying you're black, but you're using the term brown. Those are two different identifiers, two different colors. And you even got biracial here. So you are the confused slaves. You say black here, then you say biracial identifier. You threw in whiteness, but okay, I'll let that one slide. But then you put brown here. No, it's you are confused. And then you put here, it was literally created for our oppression. Are you oppressed? Talking shit on fucking TikTok with 14,000 followers, way more than me. I'm not flexing. I got like barely 1K. Got like 1K followers on. I don't even upload on TikTok. They flag all my shit. It's a pro whack, pro gay platform. I know my lane. So you got 14,000 followers. Are you oppressed? See, they're proud victims, the perpetual victim class. That's it. This narrative they're pushing. I'm not into it. I'm not buying it. No, I'm not a victim. I can travel around the planet as I am doing. I travel around the world, meet people, eat new food, connect with new people, create new relationships. I'm not a victim. I don't identify with these savages. Period. Like that. Okay? Do something about it. Try educating yourself outside of Alexa instead of arguing with people who actually read books. Yeah, you don't read books. You don't. Yeah, I can tell you don't read books. You're a racist, hateful, black bigot. You don't read books. And she says right here, help Carmelo in her. So she's anti-white. Look, she puts minding my black ass business, and she puts help Carmelo. I just caught on to that. That Carmelo, that's for the black teen who stabbed a white teen out there in Texas. And they have like a GoFundMe. He raised a lot of money. Now I'm gonna say this, that I'm not opposed to them having a GoFundMe for that teen Camelo or Carmelo. I haven't followed the case that much, but I know a lot of the white boys were upset because blacks crowdfunding and raised like over $100,000, whatever, for that kid. But like acknowledge that, and I'm kind of like, I'm okay with that. You know why? Because these whites are raising money for the fucking knucklehead, what, Kyle Rittenhouse shot two white guys. He really wanted to shoot two black guys, but he shot two white guys a couple years ago. And all these whites were crowdfunding, giving money to Kyle Rittenhouse. I was like, okay, that's how you people are. You want to crowdfund, see? But then when the blacks do it, then you want to cry and complain, right? Same thing with the whole George Zimmerman thing. Yeah, these whites who were paying George Zimmerman money to take pictures with him and shit. They auctioned off his pistol that he used to take out Trayvon Martin. And you had these whites like paying money for that. That's how sick a lot of them are. And I saw that. So then I see the situation with the Carmelo, and I'm like, I'm not gonna donate any money, but I get it. I'm not against it. I'm not for it. I acknowledge it because the whites do the same shit. But see, it's very hypocritical. Now they want to cry. Oh man, they need to arrest him. Look at how much money they raised. The white boys are crying and shit. Are you fucking kidding me? They do the same thing, right? Where they had this white lady, Shiloh Hendricks, cussing out like a little kid, calling them, slurs and stuff. And they raised a bunch of money for her. And that's how they are. But see, they complain when blacks do it. What I'm saying is, I'm pointing out with this black racist here, she's talking about help Carmelo. She's talking about the kid, the 17-year-old who stabbed some white kid, right? At some high school out there in Texas. So it's like you already know she's very aggressive, and like that's her whole position. Her black is her whole identity. And I wanted to point that out as well, because they'll try to sit there and say, "Oh, you biracials make being mixed race your whole identity, blah blah blah." But you look at her profile, minding my black business, and she has a link to like Carmelo, and she has a black fist here, and she has diva in her name. Like, who's gonna do this? Is baby mama. That screams baby mama. Just the narcissism is like, who's gonna deal with her ass, her diva ass? The black fist and super aggressive, and let's go spend money and fund for a black 17-year-old who deleted a white kid in a high school, whatever football field, like so aggressive and so masculine. And she's going to sit here and argue with this random white woman on TikTok. No thanks. And they're going to weaponize the black identified biracial. It doesn't matter that this lady has a black mom or white mom. That's not the whole point here, guys. That's not the whole point. It's the fact that she identifies as black. And out of her own mouth, she said she doesn't identify as both. She just identifies as black. And she's throwing white women under the bus. So yeah, your ass gets called out for this. Because I don't give a damn about your mama, your daddy. That's not my business. I don't care about your family. You come to us, you're coming to the mulatto space because you people come to me. I don't go to you. There's no mulatto channels out there. This is it. This is the headquarters. This is the network, the mulatto community, mulatto vanguard. This is it. Okay. You people come to me. You find my channel, and I'm giving you my opinion. It's not the other way around. I don't go to you guys, and so you come to my space, and then yeah, if you don't like the opinion, unsubscribe. I don't care, but you're not going to sit there and try to like get me off my square or something like that. Nah, to try to get me to change up my delivery and all that. No, no. She puts here C. Now that's where you and I differ. I'm not spewing nastiness in an attempt to hurt you like you are when you address me. That's your age showing itself. I just feel bad that your small mindedness will impact your children. Being half Caucasian doesn't make them better, only equal to their African half. Teach them to be proud of both sides, not hateful or angry because they aren't full African. There you go. And she says, yeah, there you go. See, white woman talking sense and the black beast can't handle it. Very pathetic. Oh, mulatto vanguard, you're a racist. I'm not going to be nice like this white lady here. I'm not going to be nice. None of you people. And Hope puts here, please understand, whiteness is not about skin color. There was a woman who immigrated here from Eastern Europe. She was white skinned, but said once getting here in the US, assimilating to whiteness would erase her culture. She chose to build a circle of those who are not white for this reason. Those outside of the status quo know who must be lost to enter the realm of whiteness. Biracial people are not rejecting their white skin color families. They are refusing to be erased and join a power system that many maintains power by keeping their foot on the necks of others while promising a seat at the table of proximity. We don't want it. And your refusal to, uh, let me go back. Yeah, there we go. Your refusal to examine this and just declare Irish people are both without understanding the dynamic and power structure to play proves the point that whiteness shifts and will use and dispose of proximity boundaries in order to perpetuate itself. Yeah, she said a whole lot of word salad, nothing. Didn't articulate anything. So let's just move on from that. And the lady here, there's so many comments. I'm not going to get into all of it, guys. I'm just going to check out a few and then call it a day. She puts, you literally cannot be black and white. As a biracial person who identifies as black, I feel what you're saying. The reality is a lot of us cannot switch up. The world sees black and you don't travel the world, sis. Okay. They don't care what my mother happens to be because I do not look white. Yeah. So I'm saying a lady like this, because with the ladies, like they're always going to attract women. That's natural. It's always been that way. I'm a dude. I'm a dude. I don't expect like, there's a lot of women who find me, who subscribe or whatever. Sometimes they're motivated. Sometimes I piss them off, which is good. You know, it's necessary. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, I get it. And a woman like that, a biracial, is going to put videos. You're going to attract a lot of biracial women. They're going to look at you and like, oh, they agree or they disagree, or here's why. You can create a whole community on it, I guess. Like the larger platforms you see on social media, they're from a lot of women. They have mostly mulatto women followers, but what's the underlying thing with all of them from my analysis and observation? Okay. All those pages, right? They're all feminist leaning, pro black, black identified leaning, lesbian, bisexual undertones. All of them. ALL. All of them. So they can publicly say, oh, they're a biracial page, they're a mixed page, and all this. Underneath it all, it's feminism and LGBT. You've been warned. You men, you mulatto men, you're new around here. You just found my channel. You're trying to navigate these spaces and all this stuff, all the platforms. You've been warned. Go do your digging, go do your research. Look at the channels, the platforms that have the larger followings. This is a very minimal channel. I got what, 3,000 followers or subscribers, whatever. This is nothing. Go on some of these pages that they got, like in Instagram, they got 50,000, these mixed pages or whatever, 100,000. Or even the page, what is it? They blocked me, Biracial Lounge. That's a Jake Bell. He's one of these black mom biracials who hates black men. He's from that divester camp, right? And he doesn't create any of his own content. He just steals everyone else's shit and uploads it to his channel. And you see all the numbers he has. Okay, well, he's not no original content. Okay, that he's part of that whole network of black women who hate on white women. And he's feeding into that. There's a whole market for that. So yeah, that's one example. That's he has a YouTube, whatever. He blocked me, yeah, because we already know who he is. We already know him. We spotted him. We know who he is. Like he can't hide. He's just got to block me and not engage. We get it. I'm not trying to get caught off that weak ass channel. Anyways, I got a new follower. Yeah, no original content. I'm saying, like, I'll say, okay, unapologetically biracial. Wait, no, excuse me. No, there is a Facebook page. Shout out to the Facebook page, unapologetically biracial and proud. That's a Facebook page. Shout out to them. I like them. These are mulatto ladies, and I think most of them have black moms and white fathers that run that page. As females run it, I like them. They're good. There's a Facebook group, a Facebook group. Let me be specific. That's called Unapologetically Biracial. And it's ran by a lady, Sabrina Johnson, mulatto lady. She's bisexual. Okay. And they have a lot of followers in that group. They got think over 40,000 followers or members of that Facebook group. It is a gay group. You have a page on Instagram. It's called the Mixed Space. They got a ton of followers. I don't know the number count. I forgot. I think they followed me, but as soon as I found out they were just LGBT, I unfollowed. Not for me. But that's the thing, because they're LGBT. Like that, they got all these followers, just like mixed race faces. Doesn't mean anything. Mixed race, it could be anything, but what's the underlying mechanism that binds them together? It's that LGBT shit. You're going to find it out with all these pages on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. They have all these large numbers. Like, how is it? It's because they're gay. It's the LGBT community masking themselves in like quote unquote mixed race affairs. And even then, the mixed race or biracial, whatever, it's not mulatto specific. When you come over to my channel, this is mulatto specific. It's a public platform. Everyone's tuning in, listening in. I don't care. One of my best friend, is like a subscriber. I was surprised he found my shit because I don't share it with anybody. My personal, people, but like he found my page and it's like, oh shit, that's what's up. He's like my best friend, but he's not mulatto. So it's like everyone's tuning in, listening in. So I don't care. But we have a voice. That's the whole point with the media situation here. We have a voice now. Okay. Yeah. If you dig deep on TikTok, there's a lot of black women that will tell you you need to stop saying you're black, you are biracial. According to them, we don't have their struggle. I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta like this comment because, like, they move the goalpost. That's the thing, and they do that to keep these biracials confused, man. Like someone like her, she hasn't figured it out yet. I'm not going to sit there and try to go back and forth in the comments and convince her because a lot of black women will check her ass and kick her out of blackness, especially if she gets the black men that they want. Because remember, all these black women, they want black males, which it makes sense. They're black. But like that's what it is. They're going to tell her she doesn't have the same struggle. She doesn't look like them. Let's see, the experience is different, but the pain is all the same because while they were in the fields, they were in the fields. See, they go back to the slavery shit. Who is this person here? Lioness Ness. The experience is different, but the pain is all the same because in the day or back in the day, while they were in the fields, you see, they always go back to this fucking slave shit. They love being victims. Back in the fields. What is your ass talking about? And I can tell you're overweight looking at this picture here. You got a plump face. Like, yeah, you fuck out of here, man. Back in the fields. Whatever. Biracials and fair skinned blacks were the house getting abused and raped by the massa every night and see, it's the trauma bonding. You're just like us. You're a proud victim like us. I'm so disgusted and sick of this. Let me move on, man. I'm tired of this crap. And they never lived in slavery, but they romanticize it. They're so proud of their little special victim status. And I'm the bad guy. I'm the racist for saying that. Okay, cool. Kiss my ass. Hit the cash app. Fuck out of here. As a white mom of biracial children, these are the videos that make me unsure if I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, you're gonna go to racist black women and take advice from them. I don't even know if you want to take advice from me. I don't care. Like this, my page, my social media, everything I'm doing is for adults. Period. I don't write children books. There's mixed people who do that. There's mixed people who have children books. I'm not going to endorse them because they're not cutting me a check. Okay. You biracial ladies with your black baby daddy and you're writing, children books for mixed people, you need to cut me a check if you want me to promote your material. Straight up. Some of these women, it's so hilarious. They come up in here and think like they're owed something. You're biracial, I'm biracial. There's a community. you know, you're married to a black guy. Go tell the black dude to promote your book. Okay. You got biracial men here now that got balls and a voice. You need to pay up and we'll promote you. Period. That's how it works. That's how the real world works. Okay. But I'm going to say this like, yeah, my channel, this channel, all my channels, my platforms, it's adult centered content. I don't make content for biracial kids. I don't care. Once they become of age, once they become adults, once they develop a consciousness, if they're mulatto identified, they're going to do the research. They're going to go on YouTube, type up, mulatto, biracial, mulatto history, whatever. They're going to find me. They're going to find my material. And like I said, the ones who are mulatto identified, they're finding me. So I already know everything I'm doing is very effective. It's working. You have like the mixed lens, mulatto mindset. the Michigan Mulatto, they're finding my material and they're mulatto identified. So everything I'm doing is working according to plan. Like the mulattoes who identify as mulatto are finding me, which is good. Like my message is for adults. So I see this lady here. Like I said, I would not convince her to watch my channel, watch my material to like help you out. I'm sorry, I'm the wrong channel for that. Like, because I use very vulgar language, I use quote unquote bad words, and that makes me a mean racist because I use bad words. So I'm like not the right channel over here. Gonna let you know. We're gonna call it straight up no chaser. And I tell people if you don't like it, unsubscribe. Go take your weak ass somewhere else. I don't want your weak shit over here. Because I will eventually find you out. I will block you and get your ass up out of here. Gonna create space for someone else who's more dedicated. Period. That's how we're doing it. Imagine being the I'm so angry that this white mom is teaching her children about being white and black and so yeah, I know. And she got a lot of comments, huh? I'm gonna have to revisit this because I don't want to spend all night going through these comments, bro. But there's so much comments here. Look at this. What 1,332 comments. And when the white ladies come up in here, you know, all these racist blacks are gonna just jump in the comments and like fight. So she's a friend of mine. She's mulatto identified, 64,000 followers. And I think she's the actually shout out to her. Let me give her her praise. She's the one who actually shared this video with me. She sent this to me in my DM and said, "Check this out." So I got to give her praise and respect. This mulatto for bringing this to my attention because there's just so much material out here. Twitter. I have so much stuff to talk about. It's like I can't keep track of everything. It's like I kind of rely on you guys to tell me what's important that I should cover. DC, it's like I said, the mulatto women basically who kind of helped me out the most with this. And this lady here on TikTok. So shout out to her. Because she's the one who actually shared this with me. But yeah, she puts another commenter puts Gigi, not the ghetto grandma or the ghetto gagger, not the criminal drunk loser, but some other Gigi person. I think I lost my spot. Let me go back. Fuck. Where was I at? Right here. But you have white moms that raise their biracial children only, and the side they come from the white side, and that's why the biracial grow up thinking they're better than because they were raised by their white mom, never knowing their black side. They think they're better, but the sad thing is, you have black people that are fully black who think they're better than biracials, like they're doing Drake. They're trying to call Drake BBL Drizzy, or that he don't even write his music and he's a colonizer. These dark skinned blacks think they're better than Drake, and they're all like broke fucking losers, irrelevant. But they think they're better than him. Kwame Brown, another dark skin who's a bust in the NBA, he thinks he's better than Matt Barnes because he's dark skinned. So they never talk about that. You have black people who think they're better than biracial people just because they're fully black. And what, you expect us all to just get punked by these savages? I don't give a fuck. I'm not living around you people. I'm not going to allow you to punk me like that. I'll be the bad guy if that's I keep repeating that because I laugh. I don't care. Like you people ain't punking me. You can punk some of these losers over here on TikTok and shit. But I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? I don't even associate with you people like that. It's ridiculous. They think they're better than you because you're a biracial man. They sit there and say, "Oh, you light skin, you weak and light skin." They think they're better than you, and you pussies put up with it. That's what irritates me, right? And then, so she's tagged me here, and she also tagged the mixed lens. Shout out to mixed lens. Says to the parents of mixed children that teach their mixed children to embrace both sides and that they're mixed. Here are some pages that celebrate mixed people. See, she tagged me. Shout out to her, right? And look at how much she got 64,000 followers giving me free promotion. Shout out to her, right? Mulatto lady. And she tagged Mixed Lens. Shout out to Mixed Lens. I endorse Mixed Lens as well. She's a friend of mine. I don't endorse the biracial lounge because they got me blocked anyways. That's Jake Bell for people who don't know on the YouTube streets, right? He's part of the whole biracial clan, black mom biracial clan. you know, separatist kind of org where they build their whole following off of black people. They got all these numbers because it's all blacks over there trying to argue with other people about if biracial or black, or if they're a white mom or a black mom, are they different or blah blah blah. That's they're in those conversations. We're scratching the surface with this because, like I said, this lady kind of shared it. This lady shared it with me, so I'm covering it right now, doing community service. But I'm gonna log off in a minute. Just want to give you guys some content for this particular topic. Are we, like I said earlier, are we going to talk about it more in the future? Perhaps, sure, why not? Because this is a mulatto woman talking like this, and we're sitting here like, well, why? We clearly look at you, you share our phenotype, but you don't identify as both. You only identify as black. Why? Did your white daddy not show you any love? How is that the rest of our problem? Why are you throwing white women under the bus? Because your white daddy didn't show you love. Why? I noticed that it's white women with black children that cause most issues. That's a contradiction there because white women can't have black children. I noticed that it's white women with black children that cause most issues. Like what issues? What issues are they causing? Drake just makes music. Sage Steele is just a sports commentator. She doesn't work for ESPN anymore. She's not doing sports. She's doing like other stuff, other general topics. Like, and those are just those two. Alicia Keys just makes music. Like, what the hell? What are they doing? You have these mulattoes who are just working business, engineers, software developers, physicians. Like, mulattoes are just working, living our lives. How are we causing problems? They never specify. These are these racist blacks and their social media cults. This lovely lane person, white women with biracial children. They're not black. They got a white mom. They're not black. But this is the popular narrative they push, this rhetoric. That's why I'm talking about it right now, guys, because I don't really see anybody else talking about this, and I got to cover it. She puts right here, please reframe this as a parent had issue, and we are having to deal with that because it's the same rhetoric used against us by white people to disqualify us. When I say cause issue, I mean it as they feel extremely offended by any type, I think she meant to put type of criticism. As a biracial person myself, my mom was one of them. So she's a self-hating biracial. Typical. I could tell looking at even this small avatar image. See, all the biracial, ladies are over here on this video chirping in with their 2 cents. I'm not going to cover all this shit. I don't care. You guys aren't commenting on my video. I don't really care if you do or not. I really don't care. Whatever. But you're over here talking like this is crazy, man. Like this lady's clearly in the video is not balanced. She doesn't identify as both, but yet you biracial women are over there. Like, what the hell is there to talk about? You should just provide some commentary over it. As a biracial person myself, my mom was one of them. Whereas my biracial friends who has white dads versus moms, the dynamic is completely different. She never expresses how different it is. How is it different? This person puts here, listen, my mom is black and dad is white. I hardly get along with white mom biracials. The self hate is so bad. The self hate is so bad. And she says, real hot mom, you're already won this world. Downtown Los Angeles, cash in the city, 22,000 followers. She doesn't, and she's a black mom biracial. She doesn't like you biracials with white moms. She's not friends with y'all. Very interesting. Let's check that out. Because I did see her comment a while ago when I first saw this. I was like, oh, that's so interesting. That's so interesting. Really? You don't like us just because we have white moms? This is her. Okay. She's got 22,000 followers, blue eyes, light brown skin, straight hair. She got a black mama and she don't like you biracials with your white mom. Interesting. What do we do to her? And she's married. She puts here, she's real hot mom. You want to guess she married a guy just like her white daddy? You want to guess? Can you tell? Is it obvious when you look at her? Because she's so grounded in the black culture. I want to know. I don't know. I mean, I don't care about her family. I'm not trying to get like personal, right? All this stuff. Like, if she's publicly gonna show like her partner or whatever, I'm willing to bet money. Let me scroll through this. that her partner is white and not black. And it's right here because I know she would share it. This is it. I knew she would share it. Like, I'm not sure. I don't care about her personal life. Just she's sitting there talking shit that she doesn't like biracials that have that white moms, but she's got a black mom and she has a white dad. But who did she marry? She's so grounded in the black culture and black people. Who did she marry and have a kid with? A non-black person. So she wiped out her entire black genes in her child. It's so telling. These people are all the fucking same. It's the same rhetoric I see. I knew this lady would have a non-black partner. Of course, she has a non-black father. It's usually these women who have black fathers and white mamas, they end up becoming baby mamas to a black guy. And this woman had a white dad. Look at her boy. Of course, I'm not surprised. This mulatto who doesn't like white mom biracials got married and has a kid by a white guy or a non-black guy, whatever. You could be Hispanic or Jewish or Italian. I don't care, whatever. I am not surprised because I've seen this long enough to know exactly these type of people, the rhetoric. She doesn't get along. Her words, not mine. She doesn't get along with white mom biracials because her mama black and she's so proud to be black. And you don't even look black. You look like you got a white daddy, ma'am. And of course you married a white guy. Of course you did. Started a family. Wiped out your quote unquote black gene, but you're so proud to be black. I'm not trying to pick on this woman, guys. I'm just using this as an example because she's first said the hostility that she doesn't like biracial to white mom. She doesn't get along with them. Those are her words, not mine. She doesn't get along with us. 22,000 followers. We're looking at her. Well, you look like you're a mulatto, quintessential mulatto. Like, what's going on in your cranium? Like, what did we do to you to hate to like? What did I say or do anything to make it seem like we're bad? Like, you're so proud to be black because you got a black mom that you married a white guy and got a white kid. you know, like this is so bizarre, but this is the shit you see in social media land. Let me go over a couple more of these like comments or whatever before I end this. Whatever, it's already late. I got to get up and work. I got other stuff to do. Yeah. Shout out to you guys for being here. If you like the content material, hit the like button. I know I might piss off some of you guys. I got some hate watchers. That's good. You guys are watching, so you're serving your purpose. You know your place. You're here to watch and listen to me. Just make sure you don't get uppity so I don't have to block your ass. Okay? But if you do like the material, hit the like button. Identify how you or they want. But biracial kids are just that, biracial. Yep, shout out to them. Yeah. Being mixed and having mixed kids, I understand what the lady is saying. To walk around denying a whole part of your lineage, his upbringing seems wrong to me. To me, both parts made you who you are. Yep. A lot of people are going to argue. I'm going to go into this. I'll do a part 2. Go into this later because there's just too many comments. I can't cover all this right now, guys. I don't want to be up here for 3 hours. No. I'll just read this one comment, then I'll call it a day. Or I'll check out your guys' comments. Shout out to you guys in the chat. I see you guys. I'll get to you in a minute. This lady here puts, I identify as mixed and not black because I don't have the lived experience of black women. People don't look at me and see a black woman. I think it really depends on how you're perceived. Yeah. This guy here puts, my kids are biracial and they are both. And they both say they are black because this is how the world will treat them. And that's how they see themselves. The world, yeah, we'll see. I'm biracial too, but with a black mom. And I'm so glad that she raised me as so. That's what guy comment. Yeah. My video earlier, like a couple hours ago, I posted a video. And yeah, I guess shameless plug. Go check me out on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I just uploaded a video. So I'm not gonna basically cross promote. Well, I'm cross promoting right now. I'm not going to have some of the content you're gonna see on TikTok. You're not gonna find over here. Prior, I was sharing the TikTok stuff from there over here. I'm not doing it anymore. All right. So I have TikTok exclusive content videos, whatever responses I might upload over there. You're only gonna find it over there. I got a Patreon. Okay. I got Instagram. I got YouTube. I got Facebook. But for the most part, the TikTok stuff is completely going to be separate from the content you see here or my IG, whatever. So if you want TikTok exclusive content, go over there. And yeah, glad she raised me as so. That's what I look like, and that's what I am, even if my dad's white. Yeah, you got a white dad, but you look black. You're just black. Okay, cool. Yeah, have fun. And look at that. It says, as a biracial woman, I identify as both because that's exactly what I am. So yeah, you got good biracial women like her and others, like I said, Lolo, who tagged me in it. Let me go back to that one comment before I finish out. I don't know if I'm gonna find it again. I might have lost it, which is okay. It's right here. Got it. This is gonna be the last one, I promise, guys. Just want to get through this one. I'll read it again because I just read it. I identify as mixed and not black because I don't have the lived experiences as black women. People don't look at me and see a black woman. I think it really depends on how you are perceived. Yeah, true. No, girl, by your appearance, you are a black woman. You look black, not Hispanic at all. And he got 10 likes. I think this is a guy. Remember, look, no followers, got 2 followers. This is one of the black mom guys. 2 followers. No, girl, your appearance, we're looking at her. Bro, this doesn't look like a black woman. These people are purposely being stupid and they're lying on purpose because they want to trick mixed people to fulfill their pro-black agenda. Let me go to the page. This lady, her account's private, but I want to enlarge the image so you guys can see here. Look at this, guys. Does that look like a black woman? Just look at it for a second. I'm going to go back. Okay, look at her skin tone, her hair texture, facial features. She identifies as mixed. She's mixed. I love that about her. She's a proud mixed woman. We need more of her out here. Because I saw a lot of those comments, you had these mixed women like, I'm just black. I got a white mom and I'm just black. I just want to fit in and find a black baby daddy to fit in, right? And we're going back. You guys can see here this guy and the stupid comment he puts. He says, no, girl, by your appearance, you are black. You guys, we look at her appearance. She doesn't look black. Am I blind, guys? Of course not. I can see what you guys can see. Like, she looks mixed, but they're so desperately trying to one drop her to be black to fulfill their agenda. And he says, you look black, not Hispanic at all. And he's yeah, it's just, and he got 10 likes, 2 followers, and it's an agenda, man. They want to blackwash the rest of us to fulfill their pro-black agenda because they want the numbers. They want to mix in with all these groups and act like they're still black and they're losing numbers, but they want to act like they're gaining numbers. It's very bizarre strategy. She's talking within her community. You're not part of this convo. Okay, let's see. Check this out. Girl, I'm literally speaking on my personal live experience that nobody, and I mean nobody, perceives me as a black woman. I don't either. She's absolutely right. I have to like her comment. You don't look black. Black people are not going to consider you black. Mixed people like myself, we're not going to consider you black. You don't look black. But there's black people who are desperately going to try to claim you as black because they have an agenda. I'm not perceived as white either. Exactly. You're perceived as mixed. We can look at your skin tone, your facial symmetry, your hair texture. I just already pulled it up, guys. Ugh, I clicked on it again. Damn it. Well, whatever. This helps me out. Look at her. This is not a black female. This looks like a mix. It could be mestiza. Um, Let me go back to the comments. What the hell just happened? I lost my spot. I guess that's my cue. That's my cue to get the hell up out of here because I've been doing this already for an hour. Um, I'll go back to that later on, guys. Okay, maybe tomorrow or the next day. Check this video out. There's another video real quick before I get to your comments.
What did you hear your whole life growing up with me?
You can't grow up in a white household because they don't understand your culture.
This is a black mom biracial, and they put this video on TikTok because they know on TikTok there's a lot of racist black women who navigate on TikTok. They're on YouTube and all the platforms, obviously, but on TikTok, you have a lot of racist black women whose voices are amplified because the moderators are just gay black lesbians who let these racist blacks slide. But if you're a mulatto man, you're straight, like they're definitely gonna flag all your shit, So that's where a lot of these conversations are going on about, oh, you got a white parent, they're not going to raise you to be successful or to be down with the hood culture. And this is a biracial mulatto lady with her white father stepping up, right, on TikTok. I found this clip. It's a good clip. And of course, I'm not going to share the comments in the video, but in the comments, I'm pretty sure the racist blacks were really talking crap in the comments, right?
What did you hear your whole life growing up with me?
You can't grow up in a white household because they don't understand your culture.
You can't grow up in a white household because they don't understand her culture. Or, yeah, her culture. Her culture, like she's mulatto, she's mixed. This white man, that's part of her culture. That's literally part of her DNA, her heritage. That's part of her. That's literally her blood. They have the same blood. That's her family, right? That's her culture. She has inherited that. But these birds, these chirping birds on social media are going to try to convince you mulattoes. The reason why it's easy for them, because they know a lot of you are vulnerable. You're looking for a community. You're looking for a space, a place of belonging, a place to call home. Okay. They know that. So they're playing these mental games and they're using these strategies to divide us amongst which parent's black and is your mom black or your mom's white. That's their number one tool they use to deploy to try to divide us. Right. And because they're able to do that because they know you guys are looking for a place to call home. So they want to convince you that, oh, it's a better deal over here. Right. And I'm at the position, like I said, that my channel is for adults. All of my pages are for adults. I don't give a damn if you come, lay, or spray, whatever. I don't know how they say it. I don't give a damn. If you unsubscribe, you listen. I don't give a shit. I'm way past that. My job right now is to travel the world, have a good time, make money, meet people, live it up. I don't give a shit if you people hang out and stay here. I don't care. Go somewhere else. Go to another mulatto channel. If you're going to find one that's mulatto centered, where they'll validate you, where they'll make you feel special, right? I don't care. I don't care. I want you to unsubscribe. I don't want you to hit the like button. I don't want you to tune in. I'm not doing this to become famous. I don't care. Why am I doing this? Because mulattoes have a voice. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. All you pro wax, little fruitcake stalker, wannabe pro wax, because, you got a fruitcake stalker bitch who pretends to be pro black to hide underneath the pro wax and females, but the bitch ain't pro black, fake ass. But you want to pretend, and like nothing you're going to do, you're not stopping us. When I see these other mulattoes and they're developing their social media pages, look, it's going to grow. That's mission accomplished. My whole goal here is to give us a voice. Other voices will be amplified, and we're going to push this forward. That's it. I'm not trying to be popular or the best guy. I don't care. I don't give a shit. That's not why I started this. I wanted to have an outlet. I wanted to have a space where we have mulattoes who have the microphone. We control the narrative. You have these other people who are not us speaking for us, blacks and whites. Like I said, for this stream, you had a mulatto who's trying to speak for us and talk shit about white mom, biracials, and all this shit. It's like, okay, well, I'm a mulatto. I got a white mom. I'm a biracial. So yeah, let me challenge you and correct you on what she's saying. So yeah, I can do that too. I will challenge other mulattoes. And that's basically a lot of your opposition is gonna be other mulattoes who are black identified. I've said that always. I've always said that. Most of your opposition, if you're doing mulatto centered content, etc., you're developing this consciousness, it's gonna be other mulattoes who are black identified. Not white identified or anything or like Republican or anything like that. No, it's going to be mulattoes who are black identified because their pathway, their meal ticket into blackness is to throw other mulattoes on the bus to try to virtue signal the blacks to be like, well, I'm the good balanced biracial. I'm proud of my blacks, right? See, they've been doing that shit to me on YouTube since the beginning. The biracial baby mamas. They've been trying to signal to their black audience that I'm the bad guy and like they're the good biracials. And it's like it's done nothing for them. It's very pathetic too. Because they can never stop the fact that people will always tune in and listen to me. Because if you want mulatto content, where else are you gonna go? I mean, I'll recommend you guys go to Michigan Mulatto, go to Mulatto Mindset, and go to the Mixed Lens, go to these proud mulattoes, and you have the Mongrel Uprising. Shout out to him. Go to Renata Mulata. Go to Telling Stewart, Flowers Telling Stewart. Go to these mulatto channels if you want mulatto content. I'm not special. I am merely a messenger with a nasty attitude. That's it. That's what I can provide you. Don't be surprised. And also for the Pardas, Beatrice, go check her out. You want the mulata perspective in Brazil? Check out my girl, my friend, Beatrice. Highly recommend her.
And what were your grades in school all year?
All A's and B's.
So what culture are you talking about? The one where she's supposed to be educated and learns how to be good in society and do all the things right?
You see that? Just completely owned their ass. It's good. Yeah, you got your white father here to put them in check because you got racist blacks all up on that platform, TikTok, talking all this shit about white people, but also biracial, specifically with white moms. They talk cash shit. Like I said, we're going to have to go into it more in the future because they're very mouthy over there. But shout out to this white guy and his daughter for like checking these racists. Because there's like, oh, you're not gonna learn about your culture in that household. You're gonna need us former slaves to dance around and not like us and make you realize what culture you belong to. The culture where we give the Chinese all our money. We work for them good white folks. We get a paycheck from them white folks and we give all our money to them Arabs and Chinese. That's the culture we gonna share with you. You know what I'm saying? From the hood. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna learn a lot from them, sure. Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah, I think so.
What a terrible culture, right?
Yeah, that's it. Let me check out some of your comments and get up out of here before I hurt some more feelings. I'm good at that, right? I have that going on too. I'm literally a black version of my mother. They want biracial to be the face of black. Yeah. Yeah, who's they? What? Well, black males want mulatto women to be the face of black women, and black women are pushing back. That's why they cry colorism and featureism and shit. That's why they cry that. They colorism, featureism, texturism, because they're upset because their dusty, pooky black male preference prefers mulattoes over them, right? And they complain about it. You got Chrissy and the BWE channels, and they cry about colorism because the black males that they prefer, that they're all baby mamas to, prefer the mulattoes and not them, right? That's a them problem. I don't care. I don't even deal with these people. I don't identify with them. They're not giving me money or helping me out. So I don't even waste my time. Pro blacks love to hear themselves talk when they're on cam making the same videos. Please choose a biracial woman with white moms and non-black moms. Black moms are horrible. They raise their biracials to identify as black. They wish they were. I mean, it's a general statement. I don't know. I don't know if I don't agree. It's just a general statements. I don't know if you say they're horrible. There's good black moms, good white moms. I would wish if the mom is whatever the mom is, black or white, if they raise their child to be mulatto identified, that's the goal, you know. And those are the ones I welcome them over here, please. Like, you know, you identify with us. This is where you belong over here. But if you identify as black and you want to try to like get us to change our tone and stuff like that, you're gonna be sadly displeased with a guy like me. Yeah. They want the benefits for everything that they did nothing for others. What the F does black mean? Yeah, if you got a white mom, you know, they're trying to claim that, well, the world finna see you as black, which is a lie. I've been to Africa. Okay. They're gonna call you white. They call mulattoes white in Africa. You go to the Caribbean or Central America, South America, they call mulattoes what we are, mulattoes, right? So, and like I said, like, what does black mean? If you have a white mom and you got people, confused idiots in America, there's a lot of stupid motherfuckers in America. I mean, all these MAGA fucking idiots. I mean, it's very obvious. Some of the dumbest, stupidest idiots on the planet are in the United States. Okay. All these MAGA Republicans, not I'm saying all Republicans are conservatives, but I'm just saying if they're MAGA, They're walking around with that red hat and shit. They're not the brightest people, right? So a lot of dummies. So yeah, and they're gonna push this stuff. Well, according to law, you got a white mom, but you still black. Doesn't make any sense. What does black mean then? If anybody, so all you have to do is just have a white mom and you have a black dad, you're black. Well, you people already conquered. Then their blacks are admitting they want to be conquered by mulattoes. But then they'll cry. See, for the thing is with me is like the kind of how do I want to say it's like it's very illogical, but it's just they're not making sense because they'll cry about Chancellor Williams. Oh, it's an agenda, the mulatto problem. All these mulattoes taking over the NBA and the NFL. And this is black erasure in Hollywood. Zendaya, they're hiring all these mulattoes in politics. Look at Kamala and Barack Obama. And in Hollywood, all these mulattoes, they don't want to hire black models. And, this is black erasure. Why are these savages fucking crying? If they're not even defining what black is, they're going to claim someone with a white mama as being black, and then they're going to turn around and cry and act like it's your fault. So who's the confused one, right? It's you, Mulatto Vanguard, because you won't give them power over you. You people need to pay me. That's what you need to do. Okay. I'm not playing games with you. Fellas, please only date a biracial woman with a non-black mom. It's better experience. I mean, that's kind of your opinion. I mean, I'll say some offensive stuff, but I'm only going to go so far. Without group people who are not a member, they're not in our group. I'll say offensive stuff, as you've heard on this stream, unapologetic. I don't care what the politicians and all you people, all you squares and fruitcakes and all. I don't. This is not the material for you. My channel's not for you. I'm not saying you, Royal Rush. I'm saying like the detractors. I have people who tune in. I have hate watchers who talk about like politicians and all this other gay shit. Like I never created this channel to like cater to any of these other like entities. This is for mulattoes have a voice. What I'm saying is I'll have some choice words and say some stuff that's offensive to some groups. That's true, but I got to be careful. I'm going to kind of word it correctly when it comes to other mulattoes because the whole goal here is to get mulattoes on the same page. That's the mission. That's why they hate me. That's ultimately why they hate me. They, meaning the fake pro-black gay saboteurs, right? So this whole like you said like don't only date biracial women with non-black moms. I don't agree with that. Okay. So that's why, because I have an audience, and for me, are you mulatto? You identify as mulatto. This is where you belong. Don't care. Your mom's black, your mom's white, whatever. Depending on whatever that configuration, your mom's mulatto, your dad's mulatto, right? You're mulatto, whatever. I don't care. I'm not gonna get into all that, right? Do they identify as mulatto? Are they a good person? Like a lady like Beatrice, who has a Brazilian. It's a black mom. She has a white dad, Brazilian. She's a good person. I like her. Like, and that's the thing. Like, and that she's in Brazil, but in America, it could be the same thing. Like, do you identify with us as mulatto? Are you a good person? Do you help other people? Do you have a network, etc.? Can I benefit from this relationship? Right. Those are the questions. As far as like who their mom is, like a non-black mom, that's not, to me. It's not important. It's about the person, not their parents. You're not marrying their parents. I mean, I think who was I talking to? One of my family members. I was talking to them about something. About marrying up. And I think for my family, I'm proud of my family because we're all like success cases. Some people will say I'm the least successful one. I'm okay, I guess. I mean, I'm the most well traveled, I guess, most cultured. I have a pretty good audience, but yeah, my sister has an audience. She's good business. She's traveled too. But like everyone in my family kind of married up. Right, the men and women, they kind of married up a class, which is the goal, right? You're not supposed to downgrade. You see like the biracial baby mamas where they want to marry into blackness. They get a dark skinned pookie and they fucking downgrade. They're basically begging for child support and cash apps. Like that's an L. The whole goal is to get with somebody where you're upgrading, you're elevating your status. And I don't know where I was going with that. I just wanted to talk some shit. So some people have a lot to lose when, lose. We need more of an insular economy to buffer the blacks and whites. Interesting. What's wrong with biracial women with black moms? I don't think there's anything wrong with them. There is nothing wrong with them. I don't know. Are you posing a question to me? Did I say something that was off-putting to suggest that? I don't know. Is it me or is I think you're replying to the guy in the comment. Yeah, to this guy, because this guy said you're replying to this guy's comment. I'm pretty sure you didn't tag him. You just put the you said please only date biracial women with non, which I said I don't agree with. So you put the comment here. I think you're replying to him. If you could have tagged him, then it could have clarified, because I didn't. I never said that. I like mulatto women. Period. They're feminine, good hygiene. Basically that's it. They're just good people. They're feminine. They're women. Good hygiene. They're mulatto. Just you already won basically with that. Need to protect each other. My family has a lot to lose. I personally, women don't have that luxury. And blue starters, states, what are unarmed? I don't know. Yeah. Soul, nothing really, but many are mentally unstable. Yeah, Michi X is not a good measuring metric. She's kind of whatever. She's out there. Lately, I've been seeing biracial women with black moms being taken away from them. The white fathers are taking them from the black moms. I don't know. I haven't seen any cases. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but I can't comment on that because I haven't seen that. So you guys can email me or share if you want. It's up to you, but any information, because I got people who email me shit. There's like black people like emailing me just dumb shit. I gotta like start blocking people. It's like some of these people who are like trying to use that one drop rule, or they're pushing this MGM, or this person's mixed and this, but they're like 10%, 15% mixed. And you have these people who keep trying like email me some crap. I'm not gonna call the guy's name out, but there's a guy who keeps emailing me some dumb shit about like exoticals and these mixed people. Like, bro, that's not mulatto stuff. That's the whole thing with the whole branding of mulatto. Like, there's very specific niche demographic I'm speaking about. European African, period. Like, if you're like 80% African, I'm not talking to these people, but they keep trying to tether their way and crowbar their way into our mulatto discussions. This guy keeps emailing me shit about these like other groups. I gotta just block the guy. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. What the? You have like an open email, and then people email you dumb shit that's not even like mulatto relevant. Many sell their own kids, like the case 5-year-old whose black mom sold her to man. I heard about that because of the eyes, right? That was a sad story. Yeah, she was light skinned and she had like green eyes, and her mom sold her. Very sad and tragic. Yeah, you said Shayna or something. I heard about that story. That was very disgusting and tragic. Yep. Who's the woman in the video? I don't know. It's just some mulatto who's confused. My mom never raised me to be black. Yep. Shout out to you, Val. My mom also didn't sell me just because she was black. Is this person a troll? Which one is it? White men take the kids from white women too. It's not about black moms, it's about white men's controlling nature. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I'll be back with another one, part two, just to get into some of those comments, because that video was the TikTok video was interesting, and there was just so much more comments that I know I can get into more of that at a later date. But yeah, shout out to you guys. You like the video, hit the like button. Like I said earlier, I don't give a damn if you guys like it or you guys watch. I don't care. You guys are gonna listen anyways. The real one, real recognizes real. You guys will be around, and I'll be here to support you. Shout out to you guys. I'll talk to you next time. Peace out.